Swara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Dhyanamoolam Gururmurti Pujamoolam Gururpadam Mantramoolam Gururvaksham Mokshamoolam Guru Kripa Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai Satchidananda Bhagavan Ki Jai Krishna Paramatma Ki Jai Gita Maharani Ki Jai Hari Om. We are discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter, which deals with three qualities of the nature. How do they act? How do they bind the soul? And how do they operate? We have already seen Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatvat Prakasakamanabmayam Sukha Sangena Vadnati Jnana Sangena Chanaga. We must cram it. This sloka should be always remembered and discussed within the mind. How are you not going to be tied up by hankering for happiness, pleasure, and you are desirous to know more? Is it a bad quality? But it does bind you. So should it be adopted or not? Should we acquire for knowledge or not? So this should be always in the mind. And this sattva, the purity means it is not 100% pure, but it is pure in comparison of three qualities. It is purest. And how it binds us. So next we saw Rajo Rajatmagam Vidhi Trishna Sangha Samudbhavam Tan Nivadnati Kaunteya Karma Sangena Dehinam. Rajas also binds the embodied being with its desires and having attachment and having desire to perform actions, whether the actions are you see selfless or with selfish motive. It is a bondage. It is a bondage. This is what we were discussing yesterday. Know thou rajas to be of the nature of passion, the source of thirst for sensual enjoyments and attachment. It binds fast, O Arjuna, the embodied one, by attachment to action. The quality of rajas denotes activity and ambition. The rajasic man is full of cravings and desires. The cravings force him to act for their fulfillment. This we have discussed yesterday. He gets agitated to those who help him. No, he gets attached, not agitated. He gets attached to his friends who help him in the fulfillment of his desire, and hates those who stand in his way. He is attached to action. He enters on great undertakings. He performs various sorts of sacrifices and rituals and charitable activities. He runs after sensual pleasures and his desires become insatiable, like a flame fed by oil. The self is not the doer, it is the silent witness, but Rajas creates in the man the idea, I am the doer. This doership is dangerous, it binds you. So yesterday we have also discussed how these charitable acts also becomes a cause for bondage. Rajas pleases the mind and keeps alive the passions. Mind is satisfied when all the desires created by it is fulfilled, getting fulfilled slowly. Never mind if there are innumerable desires yet pending to be fulfilled. Whatever is fulfilled, that is enough. I shall see again. Goes on planning and goes on projecting in future. A Rajasic man is never contented. This is what we are discussing yesterday. Contentment is the greatest quality we can say, and which leads you directly and quickly to attain the goal of the life. Contentment. A man of contentment will have no desires. Whatever he gets, he is satisfied with it. So it destroys all the desires from its roots. It never allows the desires to grow, because it is contented whatever he has and whatever he gets. He is always satisfied. So a man of contentment is always calm and quiet. How can he desire for anything? Because whatever he has got, he is okay with it. So this leads you to desirelessness and detachment, and when there is no desire, so there is no fulfillment, no engagement, no restlessness of the mind. Mind gets rests, no work. Mind celebrates a holiday. He is ever greedy, a man of A Rajasic man is never contented, he is ever greedy and restless. I want more. I want more. The more he acquires, the more passionate, the greedy he becomes, and greedy he becomes. The more passionate and greedy he becomes, more he acquires, more greedy, more desirous. Desires multiply. Nothing gives him satisfaction. If he is a millionaire, he tries to become a multimillionaire. There is a saying in Sanskrit, Sati sahasram ichchati, sahasram laksham ihate. Sahasram laksham ihate. And Tishneka tarunayate. I forget a line in between. The meaning is, one who has got 100, he likes to make it 1,000. 1,000 wants to make it lakh. Lakh wants to make it crore. In this way, it goes on. Practically, we see in the world, no multimillionaire rests at night. They don't get sleep. They have to take sleeping dose. And what for they on all this? How much they eat, how much they enjoy? That's how they are forced to give to someone. They are forced, not willing.
Doctors coming
Yeah?
to doctors.
Ji. And they have to pay to doctors and lawyers and doctors, because they are always ill. They have always cases in the court. They have to pay to them. And of course, sometimes the cheaters and thieves and dacoits, they get little help from them. So in this way, nobody is ever satisfied in this world. Whatever we have, not only money or wealth, in every field, whatever knowledge you have, are you satisfied with it? Every moment we want to know more. Are you satisfied with your clothes? No, it is not sufficient. I want to change. You know, shall I tell the name? Of course, I am not a politician, so nobody can claim. कौन थी वो मद्रास का Jai Lalita. When there was their search from Jai Lalita's house, a truckload of chappals, sandals were taken outside. Truckload. How much she wears? Every 5 minutes she has to change. Huh? Huh?
Her hand is very pathetic.
Huh?
Modern.
Fashion.
No, he was modern. She was modern. By his own.
In this way, this person is never satisfied and never contented. It goes on growing. The more passionate he becomes and greedy he becomes, desire multiply. Nothing gives him satisfaction. if he is a multimillionaire, he tries to become a multimillionaire. If he is a millionaire, he wants to be a multimillionaire. It is like petrol poured into the fire. आग में घी का आहुति देना, ये हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं. We have a saying, putting ghee in fire to subside it. Pouring into petrol into the fire, which inflames it further. A Rajasic man loses his understanding and power of discrimination. His understanding is deluded. Why? Because he is ever engaged in acquiring his desires. So there is no time to think of what is good, what is bad. No time. And mind is full of business, means restlessness. So his understanding, intellect power gets deluded, clouded. He is under intoxication of the pride of wealth. Adhyosmi dhanavan sukhi konyasti sadrishamaya. He compares with others and rejoices. I am the richest man. I am one among the 20 richest men of the world. What do you think? Who can come equal with me? His intellect is morbid. He has a perverted intellect. On account of perversion of intellect, misery appears to him to be happiness. Just the opposite he thinks and understands. Pain appears to him to be pleasure. Sorrow appears to be joy. His goal is money and women. He worships Mammon as the god. Mammon? Mammon किसको कहते हैं? गुरु जी, Mammon? M-A-M-M-O-N. What is the Mammon? Meaning of Mammon? Eh? Some evil goddess maybe, who gives more wealth.
महाराज भोगलानंद यह बता रहा है, wealth regarded as an evil influence or false object of worship and devotion.
Wealth itself.
Yes. Wealth regarded as an evil influence.
अरे some goddess,
devil बोल रहे हैं.
devil. अरे वो बोलते हैं ऐसा नहीं. There is a devil who protects your wealth and enhances it. They worship those angels or something, some Yakshini. Yakshini we say. हाँ जी, Yakshini. Yaksha log, the Yakshas, they are the protector and the watchman of all the wealth. And Yakshinis, there are some goddesses who help you to acquire wealth. Mammon, as his god. Who worships them? A goal is his goal means the desires multimillionaire, who is ever desirous, who is never happy. His goal is money and women. He worships Mammon as his god. I have seen in Uttarakashi itself, the shopkeepers, they eat, their tiffin carrier comes from home in time for food. They cannot go home. Home is just 100 meters away from shop. They will not be able to go home to have their lunch. The tiffin carrier comes to the shop, and the customers are ever coming and going, so he is ever busy. He cannot take food denying the customers. They will get away to other shops. No. So, what do they do, What about, sometimes they have to forget about food, and evening they eat, and when they go back home at about 9, 10 at night, then a glass of milk enough, because they cannot eat. So much engaged in earning money.
It is happening with the doctors also.
Huh?
Tiffin is there, they cannot have time to eat. They are attending.
Bankers, yes.
Bankers, no, sir, doctors.
Doctors also, yes. Of course, doctors are, they are forced, if they are in OT, they cannot come out unless the operation is over. They cannot. Sometimes 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, they have to be present there. Of course, they do not for money, not only for money. Of course, some people or some doctors are there, they do anything and everything to loot the patients. But some doctors, they give their life for the patient. But this greedy man, he cannot eat because there is no time. No time to eat, no time to sleep. They have to get up early.
Still his, they used to close the shop for 2 hours in the afternoon.
Where?
In Uttarakashi. So many shops used to get closed for 2 hours.
Acha?
बंद करते हैं सब. अभी maintain कर रहे हैं.
Nowadays it may be.
ना पहले से ही.
No, never. I have seen it since 50, 60 years I have been seeing.
पंजाबी नहीं जाते हैं, बाकी जो पहाड़ी वो बंद करते हैं.
Anyway, he, the greedy man, runs after name, fame and comforts, and involves himself in endless activities. Quickness has been associated with the quickness has been associated with the peace. Quickness has been associated with the peace, with the flash of lightning, and with the glance of a woman. But Rajas is quicker than these. A Rajasic man is more active than these. Means a Rajasic man is more active than a flash of light or lightning or any other glimpses which comes for a moment. He thinks, what will happen to me after my possessions are gone? And thus warns himself unnecessarily and engages himself in endless activities. He has no peace of mind, no peace, no rest, no satisfaction. He thirsts for what has not been attained and is attached to what has already been obtained. Both ways he is tied up. He wishes and tries to protect his possessions. This is Sangha. Sangha means association. Whatever he has, his mind is always on it. It should be protected. I will do such and such an action. I will get such and such a result. I will do and do this sacrifice. I will enjoy in heaven. This sort of clinging to action and its fruits is called karma sangha. Is attached to and ever engaged to actions. So Rajas binds the soul by creating attachment and making him restless and ever engaging him to fulfill his desires and be ever engaged. So karma sangena vadnati or Krishna sanga samudbhavam, desires and actions. These are the main weapons of Rajas. Weapons means whip, pass. Pass means the thread to bind. In this way, Rajas binds. Now we come to tamas. Tamas tva jnanajam vidhi mohanam sarvadehinam pramadalasya nidrabhi tannivadnati bharata. What happens? Tamasa tu ajnanajam vidhi and mohanam sarvadehinam pramadat alasya nidrabhi tat nibadnati bharata. You see, ajnanam, born of ignorance, and you see, pramada lasya nidrabhi, by heedlessness, indolence and sleep. Pramada, just you say, postponing things to do what is urgent or should be done, what is duty before you. You just postpone it. Yes, what happens? Tomorrow I shall do. Why so? Why hurry? No hurry, no worry. Enjoy the beauty of the nature. क्या वो लिख करके रखते ना रास्ता में, साइन बोर्ड में क्या लिखे रहते हैं? नो हरी, enjoy the beauty of the nature. Something there I don't hurry. This is called pramad. Oh yes, I shall do it. Never mind. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Let me rest a while now. Pramada, alasya also laziness, and nidra. Oh, I am feeling sleepy. You see, body should be kept ready. If we don't give rest to the body, it gets tired. One should.
प्रभाव है स्वामी, एक हिंदी प्रभाव है आलस्य वाले के लिए। आज करे सो कल करे सो परसों। इतनी जल्दी क्या है? तो जब जीना है बरसों।
हाँ, we will live for
है उसका उल्टा करके उसने दे दिया।
हाँ, वही तो वो आलसी लोगों का वो मंत्र है। Whatever is to be done today, let it be
आज करे सो काल करे सो
परसों।
इतनी जल्दी क्या है भाई, अभी तो जीना है परसों।
और क्या? We are going to live for years. Why so hurry? And I gave you the example of that sadhak. God is not running away. Why so hurry to do japa and see God? Why hurry? Let me sleep. I didn't get a chance to sleep in the world. Now let me sleep. Eat and sleep. Rest. That is the thing you can do best. So he says, but know thou tamas to be born of ignorance, deluding all embodied beings. It binds fast, O Arjuna, by heedlessness, indolence, and sleep. Tamas is that binding force with a tendency to lethargy. A tamasic man becomes lethargic. We shall do it tomorrow. Sloth and foolish actions. Let it be done like this. What happens if it is not perfect? What happens? We shall make it okay after 2-3 days. When I shall get time, just keep it as it is, a little somehow. Just open the file, do little, and within 3-4 days I will finish it. So in this way, the ignorant person, a tamasic person does. It causes delusion or non-discrimination. It binds him who associates the self with the body. A tamasic man acts under the compulsion of the wants of the body. He has no power of judgment because he is always drowsing and feeling sleepy, wants to go to have rest. So he always under the tamasic force. He has no power of judgment. Troubled by the wants of the body, he acts under pressure to keep himself alive. Somehow or other, little food will do. Why to earn so much? Troubled by the wants of the body, he acts under pressure to keep himself alive. His actions actions are not guided by reason. They are on the plane of instinct. Whatever is badly needed, just they do it instinctively. His senses are dull. He becomes infatuated and stupefied. Stupid question. He gets stupefied. He yearns much, he sleeps too much, he always waits to sleep, wants to sleep. He never knows when and how to act, what to whom and how to talk. He takes delight in following the wrong path. He does not know how to behave or how to address others. He is thoughtless and ignorant. He forgets everything. He is negligent and indolent. He is just in a stage higher than lifeless matter. Higher than lifeless matter, just plants or stones or little higher than that. He who is under the grip of heedlessness, pramada, is not able to discriminate between the eternal and the non-eternal. This is an enemy of illumination. The effect of sattva, it is enemy of illumination, the effect of sattva. He who is overpowered by laziness, alasya, is not able to exert. This is an enemy of pravriti. Pravriti means encouragement to do something, encourage to do something. Pravriti. The effect of rajas, it is against rajas, against sattva. Sleep, nidra is layavriti, a state of absorption into ignorance, which is dependent on tamas. This is the enemy of the works done by sattva and rajas. Tamas is the enemy of sattva and rajas. So, it is boycotted by these two qualities. And it binds the person by laziness, by pramada, heedlessness, and sleep, ignorance, and all these. So no self-effort, nothing can be done by a lazy man. Now, sattvam sukhe sanjayati rajaha karmani bharata jnanam avritya tu tamaha pramade sanjayatyuta. How they are generated, where from? So this point is now to be discussed. Sattva attaches to happiness, rajas to action, O Arjuna, while tamas verily shrouding knowledge attaches to heedlessness. Just as a dark cloud, how it covers up the truth and it deludes the person, and by that all these three qualities, and thereby all these qualities they tie up the soul with the nature, all these three qualities. Just as a dark cloud enshrouds the sun, so also tamas envelops knowledge or the light of the self. Tamas creates an attachment for heedlessness, that is ignorance or forgetfulness. Forgetfulness of duty or the non-performance of necessary duties. Here, Sattvam Sukhe Sanjayati Raja Karmani Bharata. Jnanam avritya tu tamaha pramade sanjayatuta. In essence, he gave all the three qualities. How do they tie? Sattva attaches to happiness, rajas to action, and tamas verily shrouds the knowledge, attaches to heedlessness. This is how all the three qualities, they are dangerous. Rajas tamas chabhibhuya sattvam bhavati bharata. Rajas sattvam tamaschaiva tamah sattam rajas tatha. Thank you. Thank you. So here he says, we shall see it tomorrow, how the rajas predominates over sattva, predominates over rajas and tamas, and rajas over sattva and tamas over rajas and sattva. How do they dominate over other two and they become influential? That we shall see tomorrow. Now sattva arises, prevails, O Arjuna, having overpowered rajas and tamas. Now rajas having overpowered sattva and tamas, and now tamas having overpowered sattva and rajas. This we shall see tomorrow. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnad Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Srisate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Gita Mata ki jai.